Hello everyone, my name is Dinesh Bisla and today I am presenting the video on the topic of gap analysis, which is the topic of our subject supply chain management. The main content of our PPT is introduction about the gap analysis, importance, process of gap analysis and key steps in gaps analysis and the example overview of gap analysis. So the next slide is about the introduction of gap analysis. Gap analysis is a strategic tool used to evaluate the difference between the current stage and the desired state of the process, system and organization. The term gap refers to the space between where we are, the present stage, and where we want to be, the target stage. In the next slide, the importance of gap analysis. First one is improve organizational performance, identify weakness and area for improvement, help prioritize resources and actions effectively, enhance decision making, promote continuous improvement, provide competitive advantages. So in the next slide, process of gap analysis. As you seen in the process of gap analysis start from current state and the desired state. The difference between these 2 points are called gap analysis. The next slide is about the key steps in gap analysis. The first one is identify the current state. Gather all the data on the current performance process or system. Use the metrics, survey, audit or observation method to access the current status. The second one is define the desired state. Clarify goal, benchmark or standard that represent the ideal state. Use specific objective KPI, industry standard or set the targets. The third one is analyze the gap. Compare the current state with the desired state to determine the gap and quantify the gap in terms of performance, time, cost, quality, etc. The next step is identify cause, analyze the root cause of the gap. These could be due to process inefficiency, lack of resources, or external factors. Use tool like fishbone diagram, SWOT analysis, and 5 why analysis. After that, develop a action plan, create a roadmap of closing the gap, define specific action timeline and responsible parties to achieve the desired goal. So the next slide is related to the example overview. Let's understand the whole gap analysis through a better example in a better way. The scenario is a manufacturing company looking to reduce production defect. The main goal of the company is reduce the defect from 5% to 1%. Current state 5% defect rate, desired state 1% defective rate. And the first step of the gap analysis is identify the focus area. Focus the production process, specifically quality control, region high defect rate, result in increased cost and decreased customer satisfaction. The next step is access the current state. Current finding defect rate is 5%. Common issues misalignment, improper sealing, component failure, root cause identified, equipment issues, operator training, and outdated machineries. The third step is define the desired state. Target achieve the defect rate of 5% to 1%. Objective enhance equipment accuracy and reliability, improve operator skill and training, upgrade outdated production machinery. The fourth step of the gap analysis is analyze the gap. The main content of the table is aspect, current state, desired state, and gaps. So the first aspect is defect rate, and the current state is 5%, desired rate 1%, gap chart 4% improvement needed. Equipment status outdated, desired state modern efficient, and gap require upgrade investment. Operator skill current state basic, desired state advanced, and gap training program needed. And the fifth step of a gap analysis is a develop action plan. Upgrade equipment, invest in newer precise machineries, training program, develop and implement advanced training program for operators, maintenance and calibration, regularly maintain and calibrate the equipments. The sixth step of a gap analysis is a action plan timeline. The main content of the table is action, responsible team, and timeline. So the first action is equipment upgrade, responsible team engineering timeline 3 months, operator training HR, responsible team HR, and timeline 2 months. Maintenance implement, responsible team operation, and timeline ongoing. And the seventh step of the gap analysis is monitoring and review. Key performance indicator, monthly defect rate, equipment downtime and performance, operator performance assessment, review frequently, regularly, monthly, quarterly, like. And the last step of gap analysis is expected outcome. Improved production quality, lower defects rate of 1%, enhance efficiency, less rework, fewer delays, and better productivity. And the last one is cost reduction, saving from the reduced waste and fewer defects. The last is conclusion. Gap analysis help in identify gaps between the current state and desired state, supporting better planning and targeted improvement. Uh, the regular gap analysis can lead continuous improvement and sustainable growth of the business. Thank you for watching our video. If you have any query or question, you can ask me in a comment box. So thank you everyone.